What's up, trading bros and sisters? 3 shows ago, we called it. Wednesday decides. Wednesday looked at the tape and punted. Last night, Iran stopped punting. Iranian gunboats seized cargo vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. First, actual seizures. Second time shots were fired in under a week. Navy Secretary Fillon fired overnight. During an active Hormuz confrontation. I want you to sit with that for a second.
And while that was happening, Trump and Hegseth were disagreeing on shipbuilding. 3 things happening inside the Pentagon simultaneously while gunboats are in the water. Quick reminder, nothing we say here is financial advice. We're 2 guys watching a Navy secretary get fired at 3 in the morning.
Iraq declared force majeure on foreign-operated oil fields. The one carve-out Iran had extended. The exemption that was keeping some supply moving is now meaningless. Count the disruptions with me. Hormuz seizures. Russia at minus 600,000 barrels per day. Iraq force majeure. OPEC plus pausing their output hike. That's 4. Oil hit $95. West Texas Intermediate. Brent is at $103. Trump announced a copper tariff today. That's the 5th disruption. More inflationary input on top of everything else. 20 seconds on copper. Done. Moving on.
Here's the structural read. Pentagon testimony says demining the strait alone, just clearing mines, nothing else, takes 6 months minimum. And that assumes a deal tonight.
6 months just for the mines.
And the Lebanon-Israel ceasefire expires in 3 days. 2 clocks running in opposite directions. Lebanon compressing in days. Hormuz stuck for months, even in a best-case scenario. The calendar is stacking binaries. Every day that passes adds a decision point, not removes one.
So the word extension doesn't work anymore. We kept using it. Iran extending, Hormuz tense, but holding. They seized ships. This is something else. Which is exactly why what happened to ServiceNow last night tells you everything about next week.
I'm going to give you my numbers first. I own 261 shares of ServiceNow, ticker NOW. Entry at $99.74. It's at $89.19 right now. I'm down $1,857.
And ServiceNow beat earnings, raised guidance, announced AI partnerships with Anthropic and OpenAI. They did everything right.
Everything the model asked for. Then dropped 14% because they included a Middle East operational warning in the call.
14%. Beat and raise quarter.
Target 1 triggered, partial exits taken. Stop is at $68.28. The system says hold. I'm not overriding.
You're sitting on almost $2,000 down on a company that crushed their quarter.
That's what automated trading looks like. The rule doesn't change because the news is complicated. $68.28 is the stop. I hold until it hits or the system exits. But here's the part that matters for everything that reports next week. Now didn't get punished for bad results. They got punished for honesty.
Say more.
They could have sandbagged the guidance, left out the Middle East warning entirely. The stock would be up 5% right now. They told the truth and lost 14%. So when Zuckerberg sits down next week, does he mention that Instagram ad revenue in the Gulf region is getting hit? Or does he just not say that part?
Oh, man. That's a real question.
That's the now precedent. It's not just beat and warn equals sell. It's bigger. The market is incentivizing companies to lie about geopolitical risk.
Say that out loud one more time, because I want people to actually hear it.
The market is incentivizing companies to lie about geopolitical risk. The honest company lost 14%. The company that doesn't mention the Gulf situation gets rewarded.
That changes how I'm reading every setup into next week. Not just the beat or the miss. I'm watching the guidance language. How honest are these CEOs being?
Meta Platforms, ticker META, reports April 29th. Microsoft, ticker MSFT, reports April 29th. Every AI infrastructure company reporting that week has to make that choice. Tell the truth or protect the stock.
Now is the template. That's the lens. Okay, same war, completely different P&L. Let me show you my side of the tape. My TFT system, total portfolio, $110,899, 87% cash. 3 positions open. WX Technologies, ticker BWXT. Nuclear propulsion, naval reactors. Up $106 today. Because of the same Hormuz situation that hit your now position.
Naval reactors having a good day while cargo ships get seized. Yeah,
Johnson Controls, ticker JCI, up $43. I didn't engineer this. The algorithm found defense and industrial, while the war was still just headlines.
same conflict. One position bleeds, one gains. That's not a portfolio hedge. That's the war being inside the numbers.
It's not on the news ticker anymore. It's in the P&L. Tesla, ticker TSLA, had a different problem last night. Their numbers were actually good.
Beat earnings. Electric vehicle demand rebounding. The headline is real.
Then capex tripled to $25 billion. Market bought the beat and sold the spend.
The business you think you own is not the business they're building. That's the line from the quarter. You think you own an electric vehicle company. You own a chip fabrication joint venture with Intel, ticker INTC, an AI infrastructure buildout, and a robotics transformation in progress.
$3 billion chip fab with Intel in the announcement. That's not a future product. That's already funded.
The $25 billion in capex is going into that transformation, not more cars. The question isn't whether Tesla is executing well, it's whether you understood what you bought when you bought it.
A lot of people bought it as a car company. They're finding out it's something else. Might be a better something else. But it's a different company.
That's the bet. $25 billion is a conviction statement. You believe in the AI and robotics direction, or you don't. The quarter can't answer that question for you.
All right. Same hardware theme, completely different energy. SK Hynix printed 5 times net profit overnight.
5 times.
That's the Micron catalyst I've been waiting for. I've had the coiled spring thesis on Micron, ticker MU, for months. Memory demand building behind AI infrastructure, waiting for the print. The print came on a competitor's earnings. Not even Micron directly. SK Hynix fires the gun, and Micron gets to run. Micron is at $490. Semiconductors are on a 16-day consecutive record streak. 16 straight days.
45% of all S&P 500 earnings growth in 26 is coming from semiconductors alone. That's not a sector thesis anymore. That's just the market.
Advanced Micro Devices, ticker AMD, blew past $303. Stifel put a $320 target on it 4 days ago. 4 days, and it's already knocking on that door.
The hardware rotation has left the thesis stage. You can't call it a prediction anymore. It's the dominant story of this earnings cycle.
And with copper tariffs layering on top of oil costs, on top of everything out of the Hormuz, the Fed is stuck. You can't cut into this inflation picture. The inputs are all going the wrong direction at the same time.
Rate cuts get pushed. That's the read going into next week's earnings. Here's what I'm watching. Lebanon-Israel ceasefire is at 3 days. That's not a distant risk. That's a weekend event.
Meta Platforms and Microsoft both report April 29th. Next Tuesday.
Every AI infrastructure name reporting that week, the now precedent is the test. Watch how they frame the operating environment. Not the beat or miss. How honest are they being about what's outside the numbers?
If they're honest, and the stock drops like now did, we'll know the incentive structure worked exactly the way TB described it.
ServiceNow did everything my system asked it to do. Beat earnings, raise guidance, built the AI partnerships. And it's down 14% because the world outside the code doesn't care about your metrics. My stop is at $68.28. The system's holding, so am I.
Here's how last night ended for me. The Navy secretary got fired at 3 in the morning. My system threw an alert around 4. Same night, same hour. One guy lost his job because the situation escalated past what the playbook covered. My alert was the algorithm deciding things were still inside the rules. Both of them hit their limits at the same time. The market and the Pentagon, operating on different stops, same seizure. Watch the Lebanon clock. Watch the guidance calls next Tuesday. Keep your stops where they belong, and don't let a headline move them. The market will punish honesty before it rewards it. Don't let that change how you trade. We'll see you back here tomorrow.